CWTFB Radio. Charlie Machine. Today we got a special guest host in the building.
Ow.
Leticia J. You know what I mean?
I shouldn't even be a guest host at this point. I should just be with you.
You honorary. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You honorary CWTFB. So, you know where the fuck we at, man. We in the Sound Lab, the Media Lab to be exact. It's Haitian Heritage Month. You know, we got my man hunting around Kado in the building, man, so I feel like it's only right that we do a mix for the Z's. You know what I'm saying? So let's get straight into it. If you ever been to a Haitian party, it could have been a baby shower, graduation party. You know this one. Sac Magonda. Yo, you got these fake ass New York Haitians right here.
He's been all night. He's been on me. Whatever.
New York Haitians ain't really Haitian.
So Boston Haitians are better.
They like Kite Compa Marche.
So Boston Haitians are better. You guys,
we really Z's out here.
Y'all come from New York to Boston. Every Haitian
we land in New York. We land in New York
and then come to Boston.
And then realize it's a shit show. We ain't gonna stay here. Let's go to Boston. Come on. Shout out all my Z's, man. Come on. Hey. You know where we at, man? Sound Lab, CWTFB Radio. We got a lot of love in here tonight, man. I'm in Peanut in here, Lazy Coca. We got a lot of no attempts in here. A whole lot of no attempts. Mellow behind the lens. It's my guy. Big Z shit. Sac Bagoda. Sac Bagoda. Sac Bagoda. Come on, Leticia. We beat it. Oh. We here for y'all, man. CWTFB Radio, episode 267. Come on. This one of them ones right here. If you ain't know, now you know. Come on, let's get it. All my Z's worldwide, man. Remember when being Haitian wasn't cool?
Remember.
I didn't give a fuck, though. What else? Haïti, you sais payer à moi. It's my shit right here, Leticia. Jodi à ma travail pour $200. Madame pour m'occuper, téléphone pour payer. Senti que m'a déchiré, moi cap raché.
I was waiting for that R roll. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that roll.
Hey, moi songe amis moi. Moi songe famille moi. Come on, man. All the great Haitians in history, we throwing it up for that right now.
With a flag. Throw the flag in there.
The flag over here. My man taped it down.
I never realized how Haitian Charlie was until he started singing this song.
Hey, yeah. Big Z shit, you heard? Come on, oh yeah. Est-ce que nous là? Sac passé. Est-ce que nous font? Come on, oh yeah. Est-ce que nous là? Sac passé. Est-ce que nous font? Let's go. Alright. If you was a Haitian in the 90s, you don't remember that.
I don't.
Because you was in New York.
Yes.
Getting a fucking chopped cheese.
Listen.
Fuck out of here.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. Yo.
Haitian, yeah. Year, New Year. Come on. New Year, New Year, New Year. Oh. Hey, yo, look. We got Forced to Win in the building. Leticia and Jay. CWTFB Radio. Haitian Heritage Month. Flag Day was crazy. Niggas was running up and down Blue Hill Ave screaming ice.
Listen.
Come on, this that shit. I got goosebumps right now. Hey. Oubliez que tu vas moi, Haïtien New Year. Come on. New Year, c'est comment nous jouer. Big Z shit, come on. What Kado at, nigga? Nigga looking like a Laker right now. Ain't no Haitians in LA, nigga. Oh, hold up. Look at the shoulder work. All right.
Oh, yeah.
You know this one. Hey.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. You gotta. Hey. Vini. So look, when the Caribbean Festival come around this year, I might be outside for it this year.
Yeah?
I might be outside for it. We'll see.
Because Flag Day did look lit.
We'll see.
They sure look lit.
Shout out to Spark FM. They might get me outside for it. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Shout out to Tucson. Shout out to Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Shout out. Cool, no. You know this one. Cool, no. Come on, Leticia, let's get it. Hey, cool, no. Hey,
I was about to jump real quick.
Almost. There you go. I zipped it. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. All my Z's in the building. I know y'all know this one. We're going to bring it to what's going on right now. My man, Joey Dwefilet. Got my man Burna Boy on this. This is big.
Real big.
I know Leticia was grinding on somebody in the club to this maybe 2 weeks ago.
Not Nana. Not me. Not Gun.
Get the fuck out of here. How you feeling, Leticia?
I'm feeling nice.
Ready to talk some shit tonight?
I'm ready to talk some shit. El Padrino got me having hot flashes over here.
Yeah?
I'm feeling real good. Let's go.
We have to let this whole shit rock. I don't know where Grease is at. She's supposed to be in here. My man Korn get it on in there. Whatever team you on, you need a nigga like Korn, and that's on Dead Dogs. Mad love, man. Samba in here somewhere. Devo probably upstairs. Driving niggas crazy. Making them do their verses over.
Live upstairs. They just might as well put a bed up there for him.
Yeah, I bet. Hallelujah. Got too much money, but I'm still a shooter. Don't take Batman, cause my money bigger than you go sooner. I'm tired of them like I'm in the Yakuza. Episode 267. My man Mello Vier, stuff in his face. We got Haitian food in the building. Kado came through, real Z-like. Family. Full BBL, baby. You want to get your BBL?
No, BBL. I want to smell good.
Nah. Yeah. One time for my souls, man. God, nah. Yeah. God, nah. Come on. God damn. Let's go. Yeah. CWTFB Radio, episode 267. You know who I am. I'm Charlie Machine, alongside the lovely Leticia. You know, she wears many hats.
I do.
You know, I'm gonna let you tell the people. She's been here before, but you know, I know y'all niggas is like, you know.
This was my third time.
Third time's
a charm, right?
Third time's
Tonight we gonna talk some shit.
3 for the bean.
Whatever.
You know what I mean, and all of that. You know what I mean?
Whatever. So, Leticia J originally, I am from the Franchise Report. Y'all should be familiar with that. And then currently, I am doing Force the One podcast.
Yes.
And yeah. That's
okay.
That's my media background.
I love that. And honestly, you know what's funny?
What?
So you know how we was doing that Russian roulette of like all the different guest hosts?
Yes.
After, you know, our female guest host just left us to die and shit. Everybody was pushing for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's all the feedback we was getting. Like, yo, Leticia.
She belongs up
And
there.
then you started
Force to win.
And
yeah.
I was like, well, there that goes. So,
yeah, but you know, I feel like it's good to come every once in a while to come to a guest appearance, because then it's a blessing to be here with you and your shit talking ass.
I appreciate you.
I wish Cash was here, but you know.
Yeah, me too. But you know.
But things, you know, life happens.
That's how things happen sometimes.
But yeah, no. I got the other shit talker, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's fine. I actually sound better when I talk shit. You know what I mean? Actually, I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, Cash talk shit and he laughs.
Yes.
So then people don't take it seriously, right? But then I talk shit and I just they think I sound serious.
You talk shit and niggas want to fight you.
Right.
Be ready to come
and I'm like, nigga,
yo, I'm coming to this town laughing with my tutu.
I don't even be wanting to fight niggas, but yeah, whatever.
That's be ready for you.
I mean, that's bullshit. But you know, anyway, where the fuck is Kado?
He's talking. He's chit chatting. He's mingling.
All right. Well, either way, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get straight into the ratings, right? Because we got a few. Well, 2 records just like every other week that we're going to rate. The first one we're going to start with is somebody who's actually, I met him here at the Sound Lab. Mm-hmm. I seen him at the Testing Lab first. He's a friend of the studio. And we talking about my man Reef. He dropped a Reef, which is his name. I just found out tonight. Uh-huh. I didn't know that. This right here is 10 tracks, 29 minutes. What you think?
I thought it was good. I'm a little biased because I know that Nephew produced and did most of the songs.
All produced by Devo the Genius. Come on.
So
producer of the year, by the way, man, according to the Boston Music Awards.
Definitely producer. That little boy deserves, not little boy, but that man deserves. He deserves it.
This is what happens when you too close to motherfuckers. You want to call him a little boy. He's a grown ass man.
Because to me, he's a young man. He's a young man.
Stop it. He's a grown man.
But the album was dope. I gave him a 4.5.
Okay.
Can I say that?
You could.
I could?
Yeah.
I gave him a 4.5 only because one of the songs I didn't really care for the hook.
And which one was that?
I think that was the first one. MO8, whatever that is. I didn't really care for the hook, so that was
why. Because it was the singing that didn't do it for you?
I think it was the singing.
I like his singing.
I didn't. It was something to it.
You know, I was actually talking to Mello about this earlier. I don't know if it was Mello or Boogie. I don't remember who I was talking to, but his singing is like It has the same tone every single time.
Yeah.
Every time he sings. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think that's just his tone when he decides to harmonize. You know what I mean? Because he's not a singer.
No, he's not.
He's a rapper. And he's like a bar up rapper too. Like he's gonna rap. Like he's gonna like really rap. So when you hear the nigga like that harmonizing, it's really just for the vibes. Like it's really just for.
So I think that's what kind of threw me off. I was like,
But he did it so many other times on the album. He did maybe 2 or 3 times after that.
Maybe because it was the first song, so it threw me off. I don't know. But everything else, the circles, I like that. Everything, the C4, Did You Hear? The Other Side, Never Do I Do. All those songs, I like them. So.
What do you think was your favorite record?
I think I would say Circles with Samba.
Circles
Samba?
Samba.
Yeah, Samba. Yeah.
Samba's incredible, man. I mean, I like the album. I liked it a lot. I actually liked it more than I expected to like it. Just because Reef's one of those guys that, and I don't want to sound fucked up when I say this, but like, there's a lot of people who attach themselves to Devo, and they kind of just ride that wave. And I just kind of put him in that box. And I'm sorry, bro, but like, I'm just being honest. Like, you actually nice, nigga. You could rap. Like, you could put some shit together. Like, you know, because when Devo dropped Champion Sound, there was a lot of guys that was on there that I was just like, do they even deserve to be
They shouldn't have been up there, listen.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt. Because we're talking about Champion Sound. So then you got, you know, when you think about Champion Sound, they have all these allusions to the Dream Team and Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, you know, Magic Johnson. And I'm like, who are these niggas? Right? Like, how are we comparing these niggas to these greats?
To the greats.
Right? But what I will say is that, Reef, you showed that you have potential to be a great. I don't think you have the following that I think you should have, like, based on your talent level. I think you should have way more.
But is he out there? Is he putting himself out there?
That's the thing, right? So, and that's not a criteria when it comes to the rating, because the rating is lyricism, production, engineering, cohesion, authenticity, right?
Right.
So following has nothing to do with that. But what I will say is this was fire.
No, it was.
And when I say this is fire, I don't want people to think that it's like, oh, he's Sound Lab.
No.
Dog fuck with Devo. So it's like, oh, all right, well, he's just going to say, no, it was fire because it was fire.
Coming from an outsider, I'm going to say it was fire.
Yeah.
I believe I've heard some of his previous work, and I think this one tops his previous work. Listening to the songs towards the end of the album, I felt like I can envision his videos.
Right.
Like, I don't know what kind of video, but I could just see it just by his lyrics or whatever the case may be. It's in my head, but you know, you don't need to know that right now. But he's dope. He's dope. I definitely, like I said, 4.5. He would have got a 5 if it wasn't for that chorus, that hook.
So let's talk about the overall rating. Well, we gave this out of 5 red cups, man. So my man Reef, altogether we gave this a solid 4.5. So my man Reef, keep working, bro. Keep doing what you do, man. I like the sound of this. I'm excited to hear what you got next, bro. So keep working. The next one, ironically, is also all produced by Devo the Genius. This is Blue Magic, which is Devo the Genius. Kill the Artist. My man Blue Hill Bill, come on. 12 tracks, 42 minutes. What you think, Leticia?
I really didn't want to rate this, only because I felt like I was going to be biased, just because, like I said, that's nephew. So I feel like I was just going to automatically like everything.
Right.
But of course, I like everything.
Right.
I just feel like he has an old soul to him when he makes this music. His beat production is very, I don't know, but I like it. Every single song. Of course, I love the one with Body Rock.
Yeah.
Body Rock.
You
know, Body Rock. If I was a couple of inches short, I'd be after you.
Hey,
I'm gonna just say that to you right now.
Wow. She said that.
But
he liked tall women, right, Body?
Right, Body, right. Apes. But no, the whole album was fire. Definitely fire. Every beat, every song, it reminds me kind of like a Griselda album.
It's Griselda-esque.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Devo shows his ass over and over again, man. So I feel like it just solidifies, you know, producer of the year, you know, where he's at. And he's young, man. Like, Devo surprises me time and time again. And I like when a producer actually gets with artists and actually curates a whole sound. Because Kill the Artist and Blue Hill Bill, like, we always loved them together. I've always said that they sound better together than apart. Because, for one, they've been rapping together for years, and their sounds just complement each other. Sometimes they complement each other so much to the point that I don't even know who's who. But Kill went crazy on every single verse. Blue Hill Bill, he definitely showed up. He did what he was supposed to do. I do like the record with Bordy. That might be my favorite record, but Two Revolvers was also another one that I liked a lot.
I feel like you could just put this is a record that I would say ride of music. You just put it on
for sure.
And then just take that ride and you're good. You know, skipping.
Yeah, this is mood music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you put this on and you know exactly what mood it's gonna put you in, because it might make you quit your job and call the plug. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those, you know what I mean? And I love the fact that it was Blue Magic. I love the references to American Gangster, you know, Frank Lucas, shit like that. The album art was dope.
The album art was definitely dope.
You know, I can't really find a flaw in it. Like, there was nothing that I heard. The engineering was tight. The production was fire. Lyrics was fire. We know the authenticity is there. You know, like, this right here is one of them ones. I feel like this is something that you could literally shop around for years.
Yeah.
Like, you can create a cult following off of a project like this. And the lane that these guys put themselves in, especially Blue Hill Bill. Like, after the rebranding, I'm going to tell you like this, my nigga. You working like Bordy Rock right now. Like, the nigga dropped like 3 projects in how many months?
Back.
Like, back to back to back to back. It might be 4. I think this is the 4th one. I don't know, but like, my boy working right now. He's going crazy.
Keep that work, young man. Keep
and
that work.
Not only are you working, my nigga, you dropping fire, you dropping quality.
Yeah.
So shout out to my guys, Devo, Blue Hill Bill, Kill the Artist. This right here is Blue Magic. We gave this a solid 5 out of 5. Come on, man. Shout out to my guys, man. This shit was hard, man.
Can I go back to Reef's album real quick? What I said was, what did I text you? I said out of how many tracks was it?
It was 10.
10 tracks. Yeah. There was no track that was over 3 minutes. And the whole album was like 28 minutes.
Yeah.
So attention span matters. Because not too many people's attention could last longer than 30 to 40 minutes.
Right.
So I thought that was good. Both albums, 30 to 40 minutes. So
that's real. That's real.
Y'all got to keep these young kids focused.
Based on the amount of tracks per album, that it was good.
Yeah.
And the amount, like, you know, minutes per record.
Yes.
Nah, you're right. You got that. But I'm ready to talk some shit, man. I'm ready to, you know, talk to the guest of the night.
Let's go.
My guy, 100 Round Kado in the building. Where you at? Come on, man. If we have nothing else, we always got liquor, my nigga.
You gonna be drinking? I've been drinking.
It's my brother right here, man. 100 Round Kado in the building. What's good, baby?
What's up, Leticia? What's going on?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Long overdue, for me at least.
You've never interviewed Kado?
I've never interviewed Kado, no.
We've been doing this like back and forth for like 3-4 years.
Weird ass dance and shit.
Yeah. His first, I wanted him to come up to the franchise report after your video had went viral, but you couldn't come. You couldn't leave the state, so that never happened. And then
shout out to the Franchise Report.
Right, shout out to DJ Franchise. And then as of recently, I had wanted to interview you on Force to Win podcast, but due to unforeseen circumstances,
political stances,
I couldn't interview you on that. So, you asked, what's going on, and
political stances. What's that about?
Shout out to Frank Nino though.
So not to throw anybody under the bus or anything or whatever the case may be, but anyways, I wanted to interview Kado on Force to Win podcast, but Frank couldn't do it because of his loyalty to a certain individual. So that's why we never interviewed you on Force to Win podcast.
Oh, no.
So this is why we are here tonight. I was like, you know what? Let the Haitians do it.
You said what?
It's because of 80?
Because of who?
80?
Oh, yeah, because his loyalty towards, So, and it's not even no starting anything. It's this.
It's not. No. Let's talk about it.
It's the. So my thing is that. So I asked him, when I first met everybody, you guys was all under one umbrella, right? You guys was all under Shooters Music. So what happened to?
Like that. I don't know. I
did it. You can't do it.
That like they do it different.
So what happened? What happened? And just as I asked Zip, is there any reconciliation? Yes.
That's that Brooklyn shit.
Nothing happened.
Charlie, okay?
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, so then we're gonna leave it at that. Because listen, I'm not gonna be the podcast troublemaker. All right, guys, I'm not.
It ain't none of that, man. Shout out to niggas. Shout out to everybody doing what they gotta do for themselves and whatever they feel is right for them, and that's it.
Okay. So there's no beef, no nothing. It is what it is. Everybody just grows apart, basically.
My money got long.
Okay.
God got the rest.
This nigga rich as shit.
Huh?
Let me get a loan, bro.
I heard you got a Hermes room and shit. Like what? You wanna sponsor this?
You heard? Nah, it's not. You heard? It exists. It happens.
I know, because when we were supposed to go to his crib, he was like, we could shoot in the Hermes. I'm like,
yeah.
Shout out to
This nigga don't lock his doors. That's how you know you rich as shit, when you don't lock your doors.
Because they live the area they live in?
I walked into his house and I was like, hello? You know what I mean? It echoed. You know what I'm saying?
I got infrared cameras and shit. Don't get stupid.
So you live in a good neighborhood. Okay, all right.
Yeah, very nice neighborhood.
I live in a predominantly black, successful neighborhood.
Yeah. That matters.
That changes the whole... how comfortable I am at home. There's a difference between a house and a home.
Right.
Yeah, so it's good to see each other it's a blessing.
So how long have you been home total?
I came home 2022, April 22nd. April 22nd, 2002.
So what's that, 3 years?
2022.
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years.
3 years now, yeah. I just got my anniversary, my 3rd year anniversary home and shit.
And then you just took off from there. That video went viral.
It went viral the day I went home. I came home.
You came home, right?
Yeah, I shot the video. I didn't even have it's funny because I didn't even have a phone yet. My assistant at the time had my phone. I pulled up to her crib, grabbed the phone. I was like, yo, record this real quick. Mm-hmm. And I just did it because I was like, I'm home. I didn't expect that because I thought I would have had more time. But I guess I didn't, for real. And I just went viral. I didn't expect it, but it worked out, I guess.
And then from there, everything is just...
Everything else that I was working on, every version of myself that I was trying to become, started manifesting for me. Husband, father, protector, provider.
Word.
All of those things. A leader. You know what I'm saying? I was able to be. I was in the best shape of my life when I came home.
How long after were you home did you meet your wife?
5 months.
5 months.
Literally 25 days after I dropped Never Lost a Gunfight.
And did you know her prior, or you just...
I went viral on Spiritual Word because I was talking about celibacy, being sober, not treating women bad just because I'm a man, because there's still people. So like, you can't get nothing not good out of life if you go around treating people bad and doing shady shit, lying, cheating, doing whatever the fuck, like all of that shit that everybody try to glorify and make it seem like you're supposed to do that so that you can be a man or whatever the case is. I found a better way to be a man, to become one. But I did that before I came home. I did all of that in jail while I was fighting my case. And you know, the average person would probably think like, oh, well, it's because you was facing all that time or whatever. Well, I'm still facing all that time. So it didn't change my trajectory, the contingency behind my consistency either. It made me that much better. So like, even with me, like I might complain about being on a bracelet for 3 years and whoop-de-whoop, but that's probably the best discipline I ever got in my life. And it changed my whole life all the way through. So I'm not, if you ain't gonna cry when the sun shine, don't cry when it rain.
Word.
So I stopped crying.
So let's talk about it, because you talk about being a father, and you was a father prior, but because of circumstances with your first,
the same
baby's
situation that kid DDG is going through with the girl, that's the same thing I've been going through for the last 10 years.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And I had to realize, it's like, how much of it is actually my fault, opposed to blaming whatever weapons I allowed to prosper against me. So for me, it was, yo, you got to stop catching cases. You got to get out the streets. You got to stay away from these guns. You got to stay away from these drugs. You got to stay away from these fucked up people that don't really want, they don't want what you give them. They want what you got.
Right.
So I had to come to grips with myself and understand that beforehand. So like, that was me stripping myself of any female. You know, we go to jail, nigga, that's when you need a woman the most.
Right.
I didn't have that. I had like my assistant at the time. I had like my friends, and like all of the people that actually cared for me showed me that they cared for me at that time.
Your assistant, when you came home, was you messing with her?
Fucks no.
Okay,
Hey,
I just want to make. I'm just.
Fucks no.
Why is that the question?
I felt like she was crazy over you.
I think a lot of people come around me and they find themselves in possession of our relationship. So basically what ends up happening is y'all don't really have a real relationship. They're just creating a savings account that they can withdraw from all the time.
This nigga be rapping when he's not rapping.
Listen.
This nigga be dropping gems. Like, goddamn.
Why he had me crying on the phone though?
He
had me crying on the phone. So when
you was crying about what?
So when we agreed to this, doing the podcast, shut up, Charlie Meowed. Oh my goodness. So right. He was so excited. He was like, I'm excited about this, and I was like, yeah, I am too. But I sound like mad, like unhappy, dead. And he like, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't sound happy or whatever. What's going on? And I told him I was having relationships problem. Yo, this man had me on the phone bawling like, all right, okay, I understand. But I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that conversation.
I appreciate you for allowing me to intervene and have a conversation
for
with
those words, but it didn't work. It worked for 2 weeks, and then we're right back to fighting again. So fuck that nigga.
You know it's funny. My wife always talks shit when I get on the phone with you or when I get on the phone with Riot, because y'all really my niggas. So like, me and Riot, we go way back. So like, she be like, yo.
You talking about Riot that used to rock with Max B?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good dude, right?
Yeah, that's my brother. So
I like Riot.
Like, nigga, there's a meme of like these two little kids with their arms around each other and like there's tears coming out their eyes. And she's like, every time you talk to these two niggas, that be y'all on the phone, nigga.
So you laughing at me?
But I never cried on the phone. It's just we be having
after he got off.
Right.
We be having real conversations. That's what it is. We be talking man shit, bro. Like being fathers, my nigga, being husbands, nigga, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's real shit. So, but that's what I wanted to dive into for real, because you got your son in your home with your wife. This is a different dynamic that you haven't been used to before, my nigga. So, what do you feel like that's done for you as far as being a man?
The thing about it is, when I had my daughter, I was still with who I had my daughter with. So my intentions was always to have a family. So it's not necessarily stating that I wasn't able to have that or seen it. It just was actually pure this time.
Right.
It was actually real because she came from a background of not having a man like me in her life, and me coming from not having a woman like her in mine. So with us coming together, it was kind of easy to kind of lick each other's wounds because we was no longer trauma bonding. We was actually trying to heal. So instead of healing from each other and making each other responsible for our emotions of the past, we just put that shit on the table because I'm not going to argue with you over some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. So let's put all our problems on the table that we didn't cause to each other, and let's just sort them out together. Some things might get healed, some things might not, but you know what? We have this table that we can always come back to when something gets to the point where it's affecting what we're doing right now. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's basically what it was. It was just like, it was me finally being in a space where I can be that leader that I was supposed to be to the woman that I was supposed to be that leader to.
I love that, man.
Man.
That's some powerful shit
Right,
right there, man.
right.
Clap it up for my nigga Kado,
Right,
man, on Dead
right.
Dogs, man.
So
That's some good shit.
I love you guys' relationship because it seems like she's not only your partner, she's not only your wife, she's your best friend.
She's my best friend.
Like-
She's my sister. She's my mother when I need it. She's my, she just, whatever I'm not, she is. And whatever she's not, I am. So together we create one thing. I always say this. I'm like, I don't go 50-50 with my wife. We go 100% all the time because it's two of us. You get what I'm saying? Why are we going 50-50? Because what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. We can't go 50-50. We only going 50.
Right.
We have to go 100 at all times. So that doesn't matter who got to carry what most percentage or whatever, what, when, however. We just get it done because we genuinely care for each other. And I think we take the word love and we forget that care matters sometimes more than love. You could love somebody and don't give a fuck about them. You get what I'm saying?
You can
when
love them and not like them.
yeah, type
Right.
shit. You give me, you love what they do for you. You love like,
Right.
oh, my life is a different way because of this. But you don't respect them enough to ask them how they feel about what you about to do, or you don't care enough about them to make sure that they straight when you not straight. Like sometimes it's like it's the sacrifice is a consistent back and forth. You get me? There's a fulcrum in a relationship, and the fulcrum in that relationship has to be what your balance is based off of. Because we can make a scale with any fulcrum.
Yeah.
But once that fulcrum is actually setting the foundation of what y'all want both together, the balance always ends up being a balance. And even when it's not a balance, y'all understand why, because it's y'all fulcrum, it's y'all foundation. Nobody comes over my wife but God. Nobody come over me but God when it come to my wife. That's the word, that's how I go, period. She say she got a weird feeling, I'm not going. I say I got a bad feeling, she not going. I say, oh, there's this bread on the table, she be like, we need that shit right now? And I'm like, you know what, you right. Because the stress to go get it would cause a strain in just the day. Just the strain in the day is enough. We have this thing and we say one day at a time. We live one day at a time. I have plans for the future, of course, you know what I'm saying?
Sure,
like I do,
sure.
like, you know, I do my planning, we budget, we do all of this thing, but one day at a time works for us. And plus we got ADHD. She got ADD, I got ADHD.
What's the difference?
ADHD is I'm hyperactive, like physically. ADD for her is more like
Her mind be working.
she's super focused on one thing, and that's what she's not done until it's done. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas me, I'm doing that, but I'm moving around the same time. And I have to move around in order for me to feel like I'm accomplishing something. Outside of that, I'm a man. So like that's the difference between her moving the couch and me moving the couch. You're not allowed to move couches.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's that. And then it's also like the compromise because she actually likes like building shit. So sometimes for me, I used to be a contractor, so I naturally could just do something mad quick. Right. But if it takes away from her self-esteem, I'm not gonna fix it if that's gonna make her feel good. If that's what she's rocking with, if it's a Saturday, Sunday, and she wanna build the baby's fucking bed or something, I'll let her rock. I don't care. Because I'm like that. It's not about me all the time. It's not about her all the time. It's about us all the time.
So you said you met through Spiritual World. How did you meet through Spiritual World?
Spiritual Word, I went viral because I was talking about being celibate, sober, and trying to find what I was looking for, and like the work that I did while I was incarcerated to find who I was looking for. And I really like, when it came to her, like I really literally like let go and let God. So like I found the perfect person and she did as well, but we didn't find each other with the perfect past, I guess you would say, because you know you don't ever want to hear your person being with somebody. It's not really what you want. You want to deal with or whatever the case is. But once you allow yourself to see the beauty in somebody and what you guys can create moving forward, the past doesn't hold weight over what you about to build, and that's the fulcrum that I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes the scale has to be tipped. If it's not tipped and y'all sitting there like this all the time, teeter-tottering, y'all ain't gonna get nowhere.
How long after meeting her did you know she was the one?
I knew the day I met her.
Okay. I need you to do class 101 on how to interact with females, or however you did it, or whatever you put out, because a lot of men need that to learn how to be vulnerable. Just as well, females need to learn how to be vulnerable. I think people don't want to be vulnerable in terms of getting hurt. And that was one of my things. I didn't want to be so vulnerable because I didn't want to get hurt. But it seems like both you guys were.
We was hurt enough, that's basically what it came down to. You get to a point in your life where you just get hurt enough and you're just like, you know what? I'm going to just put this helmet on and I don't care how stupid I look out here.
Be crash dummy?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's all it is.
So I'm trying to understand what you meant by that, Leticia. I
What?
mean, maybe I might be fucked up because I've been with my wife since I met her when I was 18.
Okay.
I mean, so my understanding of these things is very different as far as like growing with somebody and things of that nature. But like you said, that women are oftentimes scared to be vulnerable.
Like for me,
Okay, so for you,
Yes.
that's a you thing.
yes.
In what sense?
Because I've been hurt so much in the past.
Right.
I've been cheated on. I've been whatever the case may be, that when I finally do, like the dude that I finally just met, I was afraid to be vulnerable because I didn't want to get hurt again. It's like I had this wall up
Okay.
because I didn't want to get hurt again.
You ever cheated?
Maybe. No, I've never cheated. I've never cheated. I'm a Haitian woman. I don't cheat. We don't cheat.
Maybe it's crazy.
We don't cheat. But anyways, no, but I love that. I love that for you. I love that you changed your life around and you have all this going on for yourself. It's dope. And I'm proud of you. Very, very,
Appreciate
very
you,
proud
sis.
of you.
I really do.
We all proud of you, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
One thing I want to talk about is you being well received by the masses. Because there's not too many niggas who can really walk around in like almost any hood in their city and like really move and shake. What do you take? What do you put account to that, man? Like how did that happen? Like, you know, nobody talks crazy about Kado unless they really want a problem, right? And I haven't came across that. You know what I mean? So like, what do you
attribute to that?
exactly?
God. I think that when I meet people, it doesn't take long for me to know whether you're gonna be my enemy or my brother. There's not really no in between. You know, Haitians say, "No pas fuen." I don't do that shit.
Fact.
I don't got no friend. Nobody in here is my friend. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I got a Haitian background, bro. I grew up Haitian with my grandparents, and they taught me how to treat people. If you want to be treated right, you can treat people any way you want, but that always gonna come with something. So it's like, at what point in my life did I realize, I'm like, yo, you can't keep doing, like I said before, you can't keep doing people dirty and expect the world to come to you. And if it do come, it's gonna come crashing down. So for me, I was like I said, I had enough, and I was like, I guess you know what happened is I got into a moment of, I was like, damn, if I die right now, I just pray that I help more people than I hurt, because I hurt a lot of people and I hurt them in bad ways. You know what I'm saying? I hurt them in all the ways. So like, some of it is actually genuine love, and some of it is actually just like a fear of what could happen if. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And those are the people that I don't let to be around me, because I can tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just talking to my brother Kobe, actually. Good nigga.
Shout out Kobe.
He got great things coming. Good, great things coming. He does great things in the community. He come from where everybody come from. And we just had that conversation actually right there. And he said, you know, the difference between this room is that it's genuine. Like everybody's here chilling. Like you ever been in a room where you got like, all right, so there might be 2 couples in here, but you get that one nigga who get too drunk and want to talk to this nigga's girl all in the face and shit. We don't have those issues.
I know a guy.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like it's a respect and a breath of fresh air I feel like that I bring because I work hard on my principle. I work hard on my moral. I know how when I was on fucking Adderall and Coke and wilding the fuck out, I don't remember how many people I offended that night. And I got tired of having no memories of me doing that shit to people because I know I wouldn't like it if it was done to me because I would react a certain way. So I'm like, how many people did I make want to hurt me in my past? You get what I'm saying? And I was like, I got tired of it. It was enough is enough sometimes, you know?
When you have that realization?
When I caught this case in 2021. After my grandfather died, when I seen him in the casket and I realized that if I died tomorrow, I could have died from anything. I could have died from a fucking overdose. I could have died from a fucking car accident. I could have died from getting shot. And I wouldn't have had no lineage out here. I have an estranged daughter that I haven't seen in 10 years. I wouldn't have left nothing.
Right.
I would have left a legacy of bullshit.
Right.
So it was time for me to change that legacy. So in the last 4 years, that's exactly what I did. And I hit the ground running, and I also made it to where I showed niggas that I'm no nonsense. So I cut you off just because you don't fit the program. I'm not thinking twice about it. Because if you don't fit the program, I didn't lose nothing and you ain't lose nothing. It's just up to you to realize that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. Let's talk about your relationship with Millie's, man. Because, you know, I heard a song that you put out. Jesus Christ, nigga. The Lord know I had to lead this life, nigga.
God got the mixtape coming out June 1st.
Y'all gonna have to go and get it right, nigga. Imagine me believing in a white nigga over a Zoe nigga that's so white, nigga. Yeah, aight, nigga.
Wait.
I said that?
You said that.
You don't remember you said that?
I remember I said it, but
Wait. Let me take these glasses off again.
So, I assumed it was a shot at Millie's.
Why would you assume that?
he don't understand lyrical content sometimes.
You know, look, man, you know, they say I stir the pot. You know,
What?
I stir pots too.
I like
Right.
my moulin, my nigga.
I stir pots
And
too.
you gotta stir the pot when you make my moulin.
You definitely
Cocaine in the pot, my moulin. Livre le travail, mais les tout loin. Run my block like Toussaint. Livre le travail, m'a tourner. Come on.
do. Wait.
Toi téléphone, yo, elle me répond.
Come on,
Why
man.
they
Pick up.
Come on. My thing is, I'm the Godfather, bro. If I say something, I don't say it to be facetious, disrespectful. It's just the way that I see things. So in the same breath, I'm also like a lyrical person, and I do like double, triple, quadruple entendres and shit. But I said Jesus Christ, nigga. Imagine me believing in a white nigga over a Zoe nigga that's so white, nigga. Yeah, aight, nigga. So this is exactly what it is. Like, y'all believe in the white Jesus?
Jesus wasn't white.
Oh, all right, then that's all I gotta say. All right, nigga.
So you and Millie's is good.
What? What are you talking about?
Yo, you would make a record with Millie's?
Got it figured. Look at his face.
Hey, yo, my nigga, listen, right? Like,
Jesus Christ,
let
nigga.
me tell you something, right? One thing I'm gonna say is this, right? When you focus on what you focus on in your life, and that's all you focus on, and that's what you get out of life because that's what you wanted, then you get it. What I focused on in my life is manifested in front of everybody. And that's all I'm saying. There's nothing really much to say about that shit. I'm not niggas. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't walk around here showboating, doing all that shit, and I'ma die for my chain. Nah, nigga, I done kill for my bees. I don't gotta die for no chain, nigga. I'm a voodoo baby, nigga. I don't got none of that. And even for me, like, I don't walk around with no hate because I used to. Because you look in your fucked up life at the time and you watching somebody excel, but it just looked like that. When I got rich, bro, it changed my perspective on everything. I can't be mad at nobody. I'm gonna drop this tape on 1st of June, and niggas is gonna see me when they see me. Like, I don't gotta, the fuck is you talking about? I'm gonna be in the club wasting my money, spending money on bottles with a bunch of niggas I don't like, for real. Or what? What the fuck are you talking about? I grew up watching the whole niggas that we used to love and listen to fucking not be who the fuck they told us to go be.
Right.
This is the problem with the generation gap now, because most of these young niggas want to be rappers and shit. And I'm like, bro, you sure you don't want to open up a business? I know it might take a little work, but it's going to be a lot better for you. When I learned that, when I got to that point, when I seen whatever whoop-de-whoop, when I got to spend $1 million on my wife and not a bunch of niggas that just want to hang around me because I got money, it changed my perspective on what God had for me. My thing is, there's a difference between a purpose and a blessing. Some people just get blessed. Some people's blessing is their purpose.
This nigga be spitting, yo, all day. So, growing up Haitian, being Haitian, we're like big believe. Everything is God, 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 God. Have you always spoke about God? Or has it been because of after your case and everything, you're more so into everything is God's got it?
Like, my nickname is Kado, right? That shit means gift. Excuse me. It means gift in Creole. I was born with that name. I was born in a federal prison, bro. You feel what I'm saying? My sister was born in an ambulance in Little Haiti. My other sister was born in Kings County Hospital in Brooklyn. My older brother is dead. Like, they killed him when he was a baby. You understand? If I didn't have enough examples before a motherfucker ever thought that he could rap in my real life to see that shit was gonna be different for me, I'm an idiot. And I'm not gonna be dumb. That's just period. Like, my thing is, I pride myself on being smart. I pride myself on the fact that I've been in school for the last 2.5 years to go get my doctorate in psychology. I pride myself in being able to talk to you and bringing you perspective. And it's not some, you know what I'm saying? Like, I pride myself on being who I am. Like, you feel me? For the years that I didn't, the only thing that them last 4 years did was show me who I was. And that's all it was. So once I figured out who I was and what I was and my purpose, I just wanted to show the world and share it with everybody. Because I watch people be lost, and I'm like, yo, put your GPS on real quick, though. And you might not need maps. You might need Waze. But you might need maps. But he gonna need Waze. And he might just need a Bible. And this nigga might need to stop drinking. This nigga might need to stop cheating on his bitch. This nigga might need to stop fucking acting like he could hustle for real, because he ain't got no fucking money. This nigga need to go talk to that girl and go see that kid, because a lot of us can't see the kids that we love. That's that. Like, I found a way to find reality in a world where reality is super warped. We don't get what we're supposed to get.
So in this reality of being a Boston nigga, what made you wear these fucking Lakers colors, nigga? Like, you got off the plane and just said, fuck niggas.
I don't watch fucking sports,
like,
nigga.
God damn.
It's the fashion.
Nigga.
Just tell him it's fashion.
Yeah, I don't wear
That's it.
sports. Y'all see the Kobe's, though?
No.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah, R.I.P. Kobe, my nigga. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, we just lost to the Knicks. And you come over here looking like Magic Johnson.
Beepity beep 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 beep. Why Magic? Why you couldn't say any other basketball player? Why you said that? Why?
You know what?
Why
you
is
know what's
Magic,
crazy?
Hey,
yo, hold on.
Fuck that. No, stop. Why is Magic Johnson disrespectful? The reason they got all them banners is because of Magic Johnson, nigga.
Yo, but listen,
don't do that.
And the reason you ain't get that award last year is because of Dallas Rose.
Wow.
Speaking of,
Yeah, what we talking about? You want to talk about some championships that I don't play in?
Yo, Melo, turn the
wrap
cameras
this
off.
up. Wrap this up right now.
We talking about some championships in the game I never played, or the one that you played
This shit is
and
over.
lost.
This shit is
Which one we
over.
talking about? I'm just asking the question. Which one? What happened?
So
Oh, you want to know what happened?
No.
All right. So don't bring up a question you don't want to know the answer to.
I'm not. I just wanted to say what I needed to say. My piece is
Charlie
done.
scared the people away. That's what happened. Okay, so since you brought that name up, I noticed that he produced. I don't know if I could talk about this, Charlie, but he produced one of your songs.
He's a producer. That's what he does well.
How many
Dallas is a great person, bro. I love that, and he's a Libra too. But Dallas is a great motherfucker, bro. Period.
Did he just produce one song on your album?
Nah, he produced. He got the record with Sholey. He got Human Hourglass. He got Zoe J. Simpson. I think those are the 3 records, but he also mixed the project as well. Him alongside Neighborhood 9.
Okay.
So, which is an upcoming like engineering shit. He just came home from a situation where he could have never came home as well. So I just felt like he was the person that I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, put together and shit with the project.
Okay. I just had to ask that, yeah, because the album's pretty good. 20 tracks. I couldn't hear the last 3 of them, but where's my notes at? Tell your mama. So
Brooklyn Haitian shit.
I'm gonna say 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Those tracks. Those are my tracks.
All right.
9, 15, 9 and 13. 9, 13, and 15. Those beats, fire.
I appreciate you.
That
Fire.
record you got with Tega is fire.
Yeah.
And just given the moment that we just had, it was just like,
Dope.
what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Man, God got the rest.
God
bro.
got the rest.
Right.
One thing I could say, and this is another. I'm gonna go back to a question you asked me earlier. One thing about why people like being around me is because I'm a person that put things together. I'm the Godfather. So for me, I love a house full of motherfuckers eating, enjoying themselves, drinking, chilling, doing what they love doing, enjoying their company, going home, making it safe. That's just my natural thing. So like my grandfather, right? I don't think I ever said this on any type of platform. My grandfather was a chef. So he came from Haiti, then he went to the Bahamas. He used to work at the Golden Gate Hotel. He used to cook food for Elvis Presley, Elizabeth Taylor, Johnny Cash. So like I always had one of them houses where you could come to my crib and you're not gonna be starving. That's not gonna happen. So you been to my house, you gotta come because you already know. But I try to bring it to you too. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm very hospitable because I'm Haitian. I just remember what it was like when we didn't have, not only when you didn't have nothing, is when you didn't even have each other.
Right.
But my whole thing is with me and us being Haitian is one thing we haven't attached ourselves to. And once we did, a lot of our lives went to shit. And that's basically the African American culture and the slave mentality that comes with trying to emulate that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was never slaves, nigga. As soon as they came, we was coupe tête boulekai, nigga. Niggas was dying. So anything that come with that, I'm never gonna be okay with because I never grew up thinking that was okay. I didn't grow up thinking that if you're my friend that you could treat me bad and I'm supposed to be your friend again. I didn't grow up like that. An argument is an argument because we're not arguing each other, we arguing the problem.
Right.
But
It's a
any other
discussion.
of that weird shit, like, yo, I cut people off so fucking fast. Like, I don't even think twice about it. Like, I'm done. Like why am I bringing this type of pain in my life if I don't need it? If I don't deserve it, if you don't deserve it, let's just split. Like, put it like this. My last relationship, I woke up one day and I realized that I was done. You know what I did? I got up, I walked out the house and never walked back in and I haven't seen the girl since. Now I'm married with kids and shit. I understood when enough was enough. You got to understand when you've been through enough and it's like, you can't take this because you know what's going to end up happening is you finna pit it on somebody else. And that person is never going to deserve it because they don't even fucking know you.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? You putting your shit on strangers. That's not fair. So at what point do you start being fair if you want life to be fair to you?
I like that. So the whole God got the rest concept, man. How did that transpire? Like, cause you know, we see God got the mixtape that's about to drop on the 1st. God got the rest is the album, right?
Yeah.
What made you go with that theme?
Because I met my blessings halfway and God showed me he had the rest of them. He said, you meet me right here, I got you from here. God got the rest, that's it. And
do you feel like there was a definitive moment for that, though?
I've had many definitive moments that I had to have reflections about in order to fuel what God got the rest is and what makes me continue to push it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like today was a good reason. I had a flight at 3:20. They pushed it back an hour. My wife was upset. She was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" My assistant was like, "If they push your flight back again, you got to go back home." I was like, "I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, but I don't think y'all understand that I'm a miracle, nigga. Like I live in that. Like I live for the next miracle."
Yeah.
So not only was I a little bit late, I was able to go pick up the food.
Yeah. I
was able to go do the drop. And then mind you, where I went and got the food, I went to go R.I.P. King Soda.
Yeah,
I went to his girlfriend's mom's restaurant. She just opened Superstar Cuisine, 1158 Hyde Park. Whenever you in Boston want to get some bomb ass food, they just opened that restaurant. But Soda died March 12th, and I just built that relationship with his girl, and she's the only Haitian girl. Her mom is Haitian. So I went over there. And I stopped and picked up the food before I got over here. So not only was I able to get here on time or get here, period, with this rain, I was able to go pick up the food that I wanted because my intention was pure. See, the thing about people, what people don't understand is that there's a difference between intention and execution.
Facts.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yep. You can intend to do something and never do it.
Right.
But once you intend to do something and you execute it, then you become no attempts. There's no attempts. We're not trying to do something. It's not nothing. My assistant was outside the airport ready. She went to go try to pick up the food. The food wasn't ready. Mind you, the nigga dropped a whole plate of rice. A whole plateau of rice got dropped. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
She just went back. You know what they did? They called her like, "Yo, did you go back home and get dressed?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm on my way to go pick up my brother." And she was outside. Even when I got out the airport, I couldn't even find her. I had to walk around and do all that. I stepped in a puddle. I did like all of these things happen. So at what point do I be like, "Oh God, you not real because I stepped in a puddle"? God, you not real because a plate of rice dropped? God, you not real because I'm late? Nah, nigga, it worked out because God got the rest, and that's full faith. That mustard seed in your heart that you have, sometimes you gotta pull it out and use that motherfucker. Like it's just all that is. Like we ain't bigger than that. Nothing's bigger than the program. And that's just how we rock. That's how I rock. You feel me? And I pray that how I move is like setting an example and a precedent for the people that surround me to do the same shit or do better. Or we could just do enough to where we could create the 100%. And that's what that shit come down to. People don't realize that shit. You think you could do some shit by yourself. Niggas throw the self-made word around too much. Like, nah, you ain't self-made, nigga.
Nobody's self-made.
Who's self-made?
Nah, you need a team, man.
Nah, nigga, you need a mother. You need a father.
You need guidance.
You wasn't made by yourself, nigga.
Absolutely
you had two
not.
parents before you got here.
Absolutely
Regardless
not.
of how they was able to raise you or not, nigga, if you get to a point in your life where you old enough to raise yourself, motherfucker, raise yourself.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
People don't take the opportunity that's given to them. They think that they looking for somebody else's opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? Your opportunity came about once you was born. After that, bro, however you move is on you.
Yeah. Leticia having a moment right now.
I am having a moment because he's speaking to my soul, boy. He's speaking to my soul. Wow. Yeah. I said I wasn't going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I promise I'm not going to cry.
Nobody going to cry over that, man. But, you know, this is dope because you came out here from the crib, Maryland, man. Mm-hmm. Last year, I drove out there to come see you, man.
Absolutely. And I got locked up 2 weeks after.
Nigga, that's some shit.
Stupidity.
What the hell did you do out there?
I didn't do
it
nothing.
Wasn't even him. It wasn't even him.
I did nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't even him.
All I was doing was taking care of my son. Shout out to you, you stupid bitch, Kenton Walker, that judge from fucking Worcester County, you stupid bitch. You know what that stupid bitch did?
Why?
That stupid bitch fucking violated me, right? Gave me 90 days, right, for taking care of my son and my wife who was breached during pregnancy and had hyperemesis and let a white man go right after my proceedings was done. And that bitch ass nigga broke 18. You see how my finger's still pointing? Look it, broke broke 18 bones in his 5-month-old son's body, and they let that bitch ass cracker walk out the motherfucking courtroom.
That's crazy.
Right? All right, those are the same color of people that's letting my daughter's mother keep her away from me for 10 years because of a restraining orders. That I haven't talked to. How you got restraining orders of niggas you don't got? You bitch ass bitch. I fucking hate y'all.
I ain't even mad at you because I remember that time, and like I remember when you know your wife called me and she told me about what happened, and I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Because I knew where you was at and like what you was doing, and you was literally just taking care of your family, my nigga. You know, somebody fucked up and fumbled the ball and they didn't really do what they needed to do. Yeah. So that's why you ended up in that situation. But, and you know, it's the first time you're talking about it publicly. But, hey, man, I'm glad that you in a better space, my nigga. Because that you know, you didn't deserve that. That was bullshit. We know it's bullshit.
But in a way, I kind of do deserve shit like that. Because it I don't know how to explain it. Like, those are the moments that make me who I am. Because if that didn't happen and I got locked up last summer, I would have still been chilling and relaxing. Because after I came home, it forced me to go ahead and be like, maybe you should go ahead and do what you gotta do. Then I got up with Edit Kane. We started up No Attempt Cinematics. And we dropped 6 videos that we did like 4 million views on my own page by ourselves. We went viral. So shout out to my big bro, fucking Edit Kane. And it brought his morale up.
Right.
But it had to come from where the pain came from. Right. If that's who I am, and that's real pain music. It's not about telling people about some shit that you might have not never really went through or you seen somebody go through, because niggas love to lie about how they feel about what their people are going through.
My great grandma got hit with a Draco. I can't sleep at night.
I can't stand y'all.
So it was. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, people hide behind somebody else's shit. It's like I was telling y'all, no disrespect, but it's the slave mentality. I'll be damned if I'm talking about Harriet Tubman.
What?
Why am I talking about Harriet Tubman's pain? I wasn't there.
Right.
I wasn't there with her. That's not what it was.
I heard Harriet Tubman used to shoot babies, nigga. Like,
yo,
shut that baby up, nigga.
Yo, yeah, that little baby.
Fuck out of here.
But my thing is, and this is the difference between reality and perception. People think something and don't realize that they have to follow their own gut, their own intuition, their own spirit, their own shit. Like, if you create more ways for us to escape, then we have more routes.
Right.
That's what people don't realize. You think I'm going to sit there and follow one route? Nah, nigga, we got here. You know how we got here so fast? Because we took the back roads. Then we hit the highway. Then we took the back roads again, but we created our own route. Sometimes you got to realize how much control you have to be in of your existence and everything that you plan to execute. Your intention might be pure, but how you execute it is everything.
Right. I like that. Spin facts.
Remember that time you was about to quit doing podcasting because you lost his bitch ass award?
Oh, shit. That's not what happened, Kado. Stop doing that shit, nigga.
Call Amy right now.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's not what happened, nigga. She sleep.
No, she not.
She sleep, nigga.
No, she not.
She sleep, nigga.
She not
late,
sleep.
nigga. It's
the
late.
kids is asleep. She's up.
She got to teach in the morning, nigga.
Yeah, she about to teach you a lesson about how not to quit after you lost something that you thought that mattered.
That shit don't matter.
Yo,
First of all, that's not even for us.
Fuck this nigga, Kado. That's not what happened, nigga. All right?
What happened?
Niggas have moments, nigga. I'm human.
What was the moment about?
The moment was about when you
losing that award.
When you do shit for a while, right? And you feel like shit ain't going your way. And this had nothing to do with the award, my nigga, right? He's gonna paint the picture like that because it happened around that time after Dallas just won his first Boston Music Award.
You see how much it mattered to him?
No, because you making it matter, nigga. You keep bringing this shit up, right?
I don't got a podcast,
right? Oh, okay,
it don't matter to me. You know why it mattered? Because these awards are sitting next to me.
But you know why it matters? You know why it matters? You've been here 5 times. You've been here 5 times. How many times you been on Dallas shit? and he made mad at your records. So
One
fuck out of
time.
here. Right, exactly.
Because he just
nigga.
started.
No, because his shit sucked, nigga. This shit is not entertaining. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
What are you talking about?
like,
Who did that?
I tell you what, last year said different.
You know why last year said different? Because we didn't promote this
Where
shit,
did
nigga.
that come from?
When did I tell you to vote for me? Did I tell you to vote for me at once last year?
That needs to be a sound
come on,
effect.
You should have.
But what I'm gonna say,
What's wrong with this nigga? You should have.
what I'm gonna say
You would have
is,
brought that shit home.
We promoted that shit literally 2 weeks before the award show.
congratulations to you guys for winning those 3 awards. But that award, I feel like that specific award ceremony is not for us. It's not for colored people.
Nah, stop. I don't want to keep hearing that. I don't want to keep
It's
hearing that.
not.
Shout out my man Paul. Shout out,
When I went this year and I seen the talent that was
nigga
up
just
there,
shouted out a slave
it was
master.
not.
Stop it.
It was not meant for us.
Look, man.
But
Look.
okay,
Hey,
well,
yo, let me
move
ask you a
on.
question.
Move on.
Hold on, wait.
Yo, you didn't even let me.
I'm not gonna let you
nigga.
finish. It
Let
was
me.
done.
Let me.
It was done.
Pack this shit up. Pack this shit
I want
up.
to chill on the couch today.
Yo,
Fuck
so
is you
look,
talking about?
So look.
You
When
see
it-
this Helly Hansen? Fuck, nigga. What's
Wait.
wrong with this
What
nigga,
the
man?
hell, Leonte?
Hey, yo, but let me say this, right? It's the same. You see what you just did, right? I'm gonna address. I think it's my last point. I'm gonna address. So this is the same thing that happened to you that you do to other people. You ready for this?
What is that?
The same way you support a white active addict, you wouldn't support a black recovering one.
What, yo, come on, man. What we
Oh
doing right now?
shit.
What we doing right now?
That's all I have
No,
to
no,
say.
no. Elaborate, my nigga, because I want to. What we talking about?
So listen, right? You got a white artist, right, who actively tells you that he's on drugs all the time. But then you have a black artist who's telling you he's recovering from all of the shit that he's recovering from and doing the best thing that he can do with his life. And the first thing you say is, we want this nigga Fame Flint back.
Okay,
How
so
dare-
you
no,
talking about
hold
Exit
on.
Fame versus Millie's?
Nah, we talking about Exit Fame versus Fame Flint versus Charlie. How dare you?
How dare I what?
How could you not support somebody
How dare I?
recovering?
How dare I tell you what my opinion is on music, my nigga?
We're
Like,
not
what you
talking about music.
No,
We're
it
not
is
talking about-
music. It is music.
Yeah, but my thing is you
it's
gotta
the
listen to
content
this.
of the music.
All right, so hold on. If one content is realer than the other, what are you really supporting?
What I'm saying is, yo, stop. Because here's what I'm saying, right? If we got somebody who, he was
Actively does drugs, and a black man who doesn't do drugs, and he's trying to push a
Stop.
narrative.
You're making it a white versus black thing.
I'm not making it a white
But
versus
you
black
are.
thing.
You literally
No,
are
he's
the
making
black
it
recovery.
He's making it an addict versus
No,
a
I'm creating
non-addict.
one problem because everybody wants to put. If you want to put the white boy and the black, it's all rap, right? So everybody goes in the same because that's what y'all pushing for him to get into the black group. Cool.
So
hold on,
so
wait.
You thought Kill Judas was it? You thought it was hard?
Nah, you know what I think?
What?
I think I see a motherfucker changing his life in real life in front of you,
And that's great.
and that's all that matters.
Nobody's ever taken
And
that
that's
away from
all
him.
listen, and
Nobody's
that's-
ever taken that
listen,
away from him. But
but
we're
listen.
talking about the art of rap, my nigga, the
Okay.
music. If something sounds,
What if you cause him to relapse? Would you care?
stop it? Wait. I'm not gonna be nobody's called. Yo, fuck you, Chilla. This nigga Chilla dying, nigga. Like, yo, what is so funny, dog? Like that, nah, nigga. Don't do that shit to me, nigga. Don't try to. Put
I'm
that
not
shit on
doing
me.
it to you.
What if I call the nigga to? Kado, what are you talking about?
Because listen, you got to think about this, right? Everybody's not me, bro. You're my brother, bro. In real life, like people got to understand how me and Charlie really like this, like for real. All, like no nothing. Like, we can talk about whatever. The thing about it is this. Remember when I talked about intention and execution?
Yeah.
2 of these motherfuckers is telling stories. One of them is real. One of them is not. One of them is uplifting the community. One of them is not. One of them is causing divide. One of them is not. So at what point do you go and look at yourself and be like, you know what? I could save that comment because of how many people this motherfucker actually touched in real life and how many people he's effectively changing and how much he's actually changing his life in real life, opposed to somebody that you're like, well, it's questionable, but
Here's the
there's,
problem.
hold on, wait, but there's 15 million views.
Here's the
That
problem.
nigga's bought.
Here's the problem. because for every criticism that I give, I also give
positive, constructive.
I also give solutions to an issue.
You don't have the solution, Charlie. You ain't never fucking shot heroin, bro.
Nigga, stop. What I say is, this is what I think should happen.
Sometimes your thoughts don't matter, bro.
But that's my opinion. That's the thing about fucking getting on a platform like this and saying anything. It's opinionated, my nigga.
Yeah, and sometimes...
And the thing about it is that it's always going to be an educated opinion, bro. I'm going to look at facts, and I'm going to look at what I feel and what I know, what I've experienced, what they experienced, and things of that nature, and then we all come down to one thing.
You ever did a perk?
Nigga, no.
All right. You ever did heroin?
No, nigga.
You ever sniff coke?
Yo, bro, stop it.
I'm asking questions
that
that are real.
Stupid questions, bro.
They're not stupid because
yes, they are stupid. You know why?
Because
you know why? You know why?
Go ahead,
because Exit Fame is no longer that person. He's no longer doing that. What did we say? Yo, why don't you talk about what's going on in your life now? Right?
He is.
Bro,
is the other motherfucker? No, that's not what happening. Niggas is deflecting and you letting it go. It's cool. My thing is, listen. My thing, listen.
What is he deflecting?
What you like to listen to?
What
you like to listen to in your car is your business. You feel what I'm saying? I like to watch Bob Ross in the morning. I do that. I watch Bob Ross. I watch him paint. I chill. I don't mind nobody business when it's time to do my shit in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Do I believe that Bob Ross didn't put an S curl in his perm to make this shit look like that? I'll be lying if I told you I didn't know that shit for true. I'm appreciating his art. So say you appreciate a nigga art, but let's not talk about how you don't appreciate a nigga's real struggle when he's telling you and he's being vulnerable. Leticia just said it. It's hard for women to be vulnerable, but it's harder for men to be vulnerable. Gangster? No, hold on. Did I say? I didn't say that right because you said it was hard for men to be vulnerable, correct?
For both.
It's both. So my thing is when somebody's being that vulnerable, sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up. It's not really necessary to even say nothing because you know what? They're still on their journey, but they're showing you every step of the way. Shout out to my brother Exit Fame. He just got fucking engaged. I love you, bro.
Yeah, shout out Exit Fame, man. He got engaged in Paris.
That
was hard. That was gangster.
Set the bar,
that was gangster. That was gangster.
Yeah, shout out to you for getting your that. Good luck. Anyways, so yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay?
Yo,
at what point do we just start saying what the fuck? My thing is, so cool, right? If we can't tell each other what the fuck it really is and we just go outside of, all right, so peep the move, right? Y'all in a relationship, right? You tell your wife or you tell your husband, oh, babe, take the trash out. And they fucking call it trash man. Like, bitch, why the fuck you got a man in my house touching my trash? Oh.
Well, for one, I would never tell my wife to take the trash out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's weird.
Exactly. You heard what you just said, right?
Yeah.
You would never tell your wife to take out the trash because you're connected to your wife. That's what you're connected to.
Right.
What you gonna say to the trash man when he come?
The fuck is you doing? Get the fuck in my house.
Are you?
Why would I? The trash man's job is to come outside my house, nigga.
It's his job, right?
Why would he be in my house?
Would you say that to him though? If he took the trash out?
No, nigga. Why are you in my house, nigga?
So what would you do if you came home and the trash was taken out by another nigga? Would you gonna put it back?
Man, what are you talking about right now? Like, what are you saying right now, bro?
You gonna put it back?
You gonna look at your wife like, why the fuck is there a nigga in my house taking my trash out, nigga?
And she gonna look at you like, why the fuck you ain't take it out when I said so?
That would never happen.
Exact. Because of what? Because you're connected to something. So this is why this is happening. Because what you connect to and what you attach yourself to and what you feel is good for you might not necessarily be good for the masses. And maybe sometimes your opinions are selfish. And sometimes being selfish with your opinion sends the wrong message. Because your wife was selfish with her opinion because she wanted the trash out. You wasn't there though. And she had somebody else do it. So when you come home, what you gonna do? You gonna pull it back? You gonna drive it back? My driveway's a quarter mile long. I'm not bringing the trash back. I'm gonna talk to her later. Like, you motherfucker, you did what? Next time the trash go out, you taking the trash out. And I'm going to watch you do it.
Listen,
and I'm going to help you do it.
Here's what happens. We created a podcast off of opinions, right?
You try to blame everything on this podcast, bro.
We ain't going to, no, look, but that's what it is. That's why we're talking about this right now, because of the podcast, right?
We talking because we're brothers.
But nobody said, I've never said my opinion is law. I be wrong a lot of the times, nigga. And I never shy away from being wrong. Being wrong don't mean shit, nigga. But when I said what I said, how I was feeling it, that's where I was at that moment. If you're going to enlighten me, you're going to try to give me game on some shit, that's cool. That's why you my brother. But at the end of the day, my nigga, I'm never going to be like, oh, you know, I like some shit when I don't like some shit. Why would I do that? And
my thing is, you don't have to say nothing.
But I do.
And you don't have to. But you don't. You don't. You don't. Because you got to think about who you're offending. You're not offending one person. You're offending the person and what their message is. But you caking up to some other shit that, nigga, you cake up too much, nigga. Watch you stupid ass get indicted because of this shit. Because that's what these niggas is doing. They getting they niggas indicted from rapping. So how happy you gonna feel when you sitting in fucking Wyatt and them niggas is like, damn, I ain't even do nothing. Nah, you did enough. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't realize that shit. It's like, my thing is, if you a nigga that understand where niggas come from and what it is, there's certain shit you gonna say and certain shit you just not gonna say. You know what happened with you is like you got real choosy as you got to like 300. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know how fast you trying to get to 300, but you know who you acting like right now? When the nigga was just switching teams just to go get a ring? Oh yeah, LeBron, right? So
I'm sorry,
the
Charlie.
nigga you dress like right now.
Yeah, nah, I'm dressed like Kobe actually.
Okay.
R.I.P. Kobe and Gigi. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sound good.
I feel like the little sister over here,
right.
like, yeah.
Sound good. So this is what I'm trying to say. It's being choosy. It's all that. My thing is the same way niggas want comment and all that. I'm putting on my comments right now. I'm giving you my comments right the fuck now. I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna hide my shit. I'm not gonna do nothing. We went from talking about the streets, relationships, family, all that. Nigga, we gonna talk about it all if we gonna talk. But I'm just giving you the heads up that this is what it comes off as. I'm not even telling you that these are my necessary sentiments. Some of them are. Some of them are. But my thing is, you have to be mindful if you want to get to where you want to get to with what you're doing, because you're very talented. You're super talented. And I don't think nobody got a podcast that could fuck with yours. But your opinions is going to get you fucked up. And I'm not even talking physically. I'm talking about just in that space, period. Don't let these other motherfuckers out here that's doing what they doing affect what you used to do. 200 plus episodes, 260, whatever the fuck this episode's gonna be.
267.
All right then, nigga. I was close, ain't it?
Yeah.
How much do I pay attention? How much do I really love what you do as a brother? How much do I support you in real life? How would I ever tell you some shit that was gonna send you the wrong way? How I'm gonna make sure that when we have a conversation, when you go home, you ain't laying in bed thinking about like, damn, that nigga was right. Let me be right now so you don't have to think about it when you go to sleep. Tell me I'm right now, because you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And this is the shit that I'm saying.
I can't agree with that, bro.
And you don't have to, so you're going to go to sleep with it.
I'm going to sleep really well.
I'm going to call you.
You going to wake me up.
I'm going to call you and wake you up and be like, nigga, remember that shit that we said? But I'm just saying, like, you know, my thing is sometimes we just say shit. Like, I done said some wild shit sometimes. I be like, damn, nigga, I should have never said that.
Look, man, there's a lot of shit that I shouldn't have said, my nigga, but my opinion on somebody's album, my nigga, is
it's not the album. It's not about the album. It was the part when you said, oh, we want you to go back to selling drugs, not doing them. That shit.
We don't want to, like, look.
Who's we, though?
Consumers.
Say me. Say consumers. I. Say Charlie.
Okay, Charlie, I don't want to hear that shit.
Say
Charlie
that again.
Said.
Okay. That's it. I mean,
so when I say that, if I open my mouth and I say we, okay.
Then you're going to have to fight.
All right. We.
And
sometimes I'm
you
Haitian, nigga. Yes. Fuck you talking about.
Yeah, sometimes you got to fight.
Okay.
And that's
fine.
That's it. You know. And my thing is just is and that's the shit that's gonna happen. One thing about bro is I love about Exit Fame is that Exit Fame, he done really. That's how you know a nigga who really been through some shit. You know why? Because that shit don't bother him. He let that shit roll off. He gonna go get married.
We had a conversation.
Nah, but it's not. But listen to what I'm saying. He's not gonna be on no camera yelling and screaming, talking about, oh, you bitch ass nigga, you got fucking 10 views. Oh my God, life is so fucking good. He's not doing none of that. So who's the real nigga that we supporting, or what we supporting? We supporting real niggas, or we just supporting what everybody else is saying is cool?
But why are we comparing?
Because
like, here's the thing.
We're comparing
you're
because
looking at it like my opinion on music, right? Like when I hear something, like you can't do that when
somebody's telling their real life.
No. What I'm
you
saying
can't compare
is,
somebody's real life to their fake life.
You're not hearing me, my nigga. Because you're talking about like a nigga who's changing his life and doing all this shit and all of that, right?
Thank you. I dropped
it. But you don't necessarily make the most positive music, right? So when you say some shit like that, like, all right, well, you're supporting this, you're saying whatever I'm supporting is fake, but that being real because of where he's at in his life, I'm telling you what I like to hear.
So you'd rather hear my demise than my come up?
Listen, I'm not talking about the demise and the come up, man. I'm talking about when somebody gets on the record and they give me a certain energy, my nigga, and I say, yo, that right there, that shit was hard. Versus me being like, I don't want to hear that shit. That's what music is, bro. Like you hear some shit and you gonna react to how the music made you feel. And that's it. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, but you don't gotta attack somebody's personal life in the process.
But when did I ever attack somebody's personal life?
When you said I'd rather you talk about selling drugs and doing it, that's his personal life. That's his whole.
But that's also his music. That's also his music.
Did you praise his accolades?
We always, bro. We love Exit Fame. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. So act like it. Man.
Stop it, bro. Don't do that shit. Because nobody's ever shat on Exit Fame, nigga. Nobody's ever said like, nigga, this shit, you suck, nigga, boy. We talking about this one specific project because we done bigged up mad other ones too. There's other ones that we was like, yo, this is the one. When a project comes out, we talk about it on a case-by-case situation, and that's it. Because you could drop something right now that I don't like. I'm going to have to say my honest opinion because that's what we put ourselves in that lane to talk about projects with an honest, clairvoyant, transparent opinion.
Respectfully.
And that's where we at.
And I understand that. And that's another thing. We'll stop this part. And I'm going to say this to like my fellow artists. We have to also stop getting so sensitive about somebody else's opinion. That's something else that has to happen as well. So I'm not going to just put it on you. In whatever the fuck you say or whatever the case is or whatever. I'm just trying to give you a hard time because the fuck.
That's what you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
But my whole thing is it's also like us as artists, I feel like motherfuckers got so sensitive. Like, I can't tell you a song's trash. Don't put that shit on your album, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do that because that shit's garbage. Fully understood. But don't talk about a nigga's real life with the music. Like, pick one. Say, okay, yo, the project is trash, but I'm proud of you for doing this. I'm proud of you for helping. I'm proud of you for being clean. I'm proud of you for getting out the streets. I'm proud of you for that. That weighs more. You can say anything to somebody, but if you end it with that, it changes how you actually feel and what it looks like and what you're projecting out there to everybody else. And that's what I'm trying to say. I think you looking at it from your own perspective, your opinion is so personal. You just don't want to get off of it. You don't want that message to not go out. But there's another message that you also feel that you're not saying.
But there was also a lot of positive in that. We always big up Exit Fame. Like, we love what you're doing. It's just sometimes we feel the execution is a little janky, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and that's fine. Like, you could, nigga, you know how many times I tried to explain myself and the shit came out fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is, my nigga. When you put yourself in a public light, in a public eye, whatever, that's what it's gonna happen. Like,
it's gonna happen, but I think people just take you just like we were saying.
I think you don't realize.
They just.
I don't think you realize who you are, and I think that's what it is. I don't think you realize how much you mean to us, and how much your opinion really matters to niggas and shit.
And
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think you realize, like, you don't realize you don't realize your power, bro. You don't. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like a very, very, like, big, like, I didn't realize mine. I didn't realize, like, certain shit somebody else could say, I can't say. So I have to be mindful of that if I'm gonna be the person that's growing every day. If I'm growing every day, if I'm elevating, my thing is this, yo, you got more money than a lot of these rap niggas that you have on this couch.
Facts.
I can smell the debt on this couch.
You can smell the what?
The debt on this couch. These niggas be owing niggas money and shit, coming on here, nigga, needing rides, wearing the same outfits for 3 years. Like, it's like we, at what point, when we gonna talk about that? Fuck reviewing niggas' albums. Let's review niggas' personal lives. What's your real life like?
What you got going on?
Fuck is you talking about?
Who's
what we talking about?
Surfing on today?
Fuck is niggas talking about?
Niggas don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah, okay then. So let's.
Niggas don't want to talk about that.
But because that nigga like Exit Fame is not gonna combat you, he's gonna take it whatever it is. Cause
he's gonna go to Paris and get engaged, nigga.
Oh
but
my
that's
God.
the ill thing about him.
And the other niggas gonna get a ride from your host to go back home and don't give her no gas money.
Boy.
So at what point do we start actually holding ourselves accountable? Fuck all the music shit. Fuck everything else. Nigga, you do this shit out the kindness of your heart. Like, you do this shit because you love it. You pick a Thursday every week and you tell your whole family, I'm going to go do the podcast. Everybody know what's up.
Right.
Lay it out, everything cool. You do exactly what you do. Leticia came over here. I don't even know how many hours she worked today. She still was here.
She was on a plane earlier, probably.
And come on. And that's what and I was on a plane earlier too, and I still made it here with no issue.
Word.
So at what point do you start analyzing niggas' lives and start pushing that narrative to where it's like, bro, we might be living wrong as a whole. And if you're going to have an opinion, that means you have part of the problem as well. Because if that's your opinion, how much are you helping after you're done with your opinion?
The help comes...
It don't come.
It comes off of building relationships.
No.
Yeah.
It don't. It don't. It don't. Because you don't have to have a relationship with somebody to tell them the truth.
This is true. This is true.
And sometimes the truth is what builds a relationship, and that's the fulcrum that I was talking about. The foundation would be built off of truth. You can have a relationship with somebody just because they doing whatever they doing. You're going to big them up because they're doing it and everybody else is talking about it, and you want to be part of the populace opposed to being part of the truth. The truth is not the populace, and we all know that. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
How long you been going to school for psychology? Has he always talked like this? Oh, okay.
Since the day I met him.
Yeah, I just look and I try to analyze things because I don't want nobody to get an unfair shot at what it is that they can possibly be actually doing. Because you don't know how many opportunities you're stopping because people are watching you and they're like, well, if he said it's trash, I'm not gonna listen to it. That's really what happens sometimes. And you have to be mindful of that. And my thing is cool. Niggas' music don't be. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas' music don't be heat sometimes. Like I, of course, but the other niggas' music don't be heat all the time neither. This shit sound the same.
That right there.
Do you know two things that sound the same? The music and the outfits. They all sound the same.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Right.
What?
But
Wow.
let me take a step real quick.
All right, so
Let me take one too, Leticia,
let's
because
take a shot. Matter of fact, let's take a shot.
let's take a shot. Hold on, I got another cup right here.
Wait.
Let me get her.
I got the wrong nigga up here on the right day.
Listen.
God
You
got
said
the
you was gonna
rest.
Come talk your shit. You talking your shit.
June 1st, God got the mixtape. 100 round Kado. This nigga don't never stop.
I'll put my own shot because you about to have me sitting on the road somewhere.
All right, my fault.
Yeah, pour your own. Yeah, pour a little bit. Don't get crazy.
That might have been a crazy shot, Kado. My bad.
Yeah, the way I just see you pour his. Nope, I'll pour my own. Thank you.
I mean,
Not as crazy as the shots you be taking.
yeah, you right. Figuratively and literally. my nigga.
Absolutely. And it's like there's gonna be certain people that come here to hold people accountable. And I'm willing to have the argument with anybody. I'm willing to talk to anybody about it. I'm willing to have that breakdown to where we have to understand. We have to come to an understanding. Like, we don't have to have the same understanding, but you have to be able to realize your own truth in the midst of a world of lies. Like, nigga, this shit's fucked up out here. And if we contribute into the problem and we ain't helping nobody. Like, nigga, for me, like, I tell you like this, when my son came, I realized, I was like, oh shit. I didn't realize, like, the little nigga look at me like I'm perfect and I'm not. And that shit hurts me because I'm like,
your
damn.
kids are always gonna look at you like you perfect, like you a hero.
And they watching everything.
Like nothing you could do is wrong.
And you know it's crazy.
You ever spank your little kid, like just tap them on the hand, and then they hurt, and then the first thing they do is run to you and hug you.
Yeah, and that shit. That
shit fucked me up. That was the last time I hit my daughter.
All right, you ready for this? All right, so
yo.
ready for this? How many adults did you hit as a kid that they still came back and showed you love? And that's what you got to realize. Some of us are not healed as children. So for me, when I was going through my healing process, I realized that I had to go back to the 8-year-old version of myself, and I had to heal him and raise him all the way up. So as I was raising him again, I realized what I wasn't letting somebody say to me, what I wasn't gonna let somebody play with me with no more, because I know how far I came as an adult. So that kid, you can never talk to that kid again because the adult's gonna fuck you up.
On dead dogs.
So think about that next time you have something to say about somebody's real life that they're really talking about on real records. The thing about it, the motherfucker that's not spitting the real truth about their real existence, it shit don't matter to them. It don't affect them.
But here's what I'll say to that, Kado. When you put your real life out there, it's open to interpretation by anybody.
Since when, though?
But since when, nigga? Since forever. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, since fucking, as far as I can remember when it come to hip hop, my nigga, Funk Flex, Angie Martinez, nigga.
That's what they told you.
Whoever the fuck else, nigga.
But listen, you're looking at it from your perspective.
Of those where I sit right now.
Yeah, because you're a journalist. In actuality, you're a journalist. Journalists, they just say whatever they think they know, and then they get to feeling themselves after episode 265, and then they start fucking just going off the handle and start treating people like people are not actual human beings and actually not doing some shit that like the illest shit supposed like. When I watch a nigga like that nigga get engaged when Fame got engaged, in my mind, that was the equivalent of going platinum. But in real life, he actually went platinum. He didn't buy that. He didn't buy the love from his girl. He didn't buy 1 million views from his girl. He bought her love. He got her love.
Yeah.
That right there means more than anything else.
But we won't stop talking about those moments too. That's the difference. We could talk about the albums. But when we sit in here and it's just, hosts speaking amongst each other, we gonna talk about the wins for everybody else as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
how many clips are you cutting to make sure that they see that?
Go watch the episode.
Well, I gotta watch the whole episode when the internet is short for 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go back to the reality that you talking about, that you come from. So I'm gonna watch the clips that you drop. I got 1.5 minutes of fucking. I got ADHD. I got 1.5 minutes of clips I'm watching from your shit. So if them 3 30-second clips ain't that, the whole interview's already compromised. We're not gonna watch the rest of it. We're not gonna see that, and you understand that. You know that for true, because you're putting clickbait up because you're a journalist and you know what the fuck is finna get the reactions. But what reactions are you really trying to get?
The reaction is gonna get people to click on my.
Oh my God! So there you go. And there you go.
Nigga, I'm honest about my shit, bro.
And I know you are.
I'm
That's
not gonna
why.
lie about it. Like, nigga, yeah, I want you to go watch this shit. Go click on that shit.
Come on now. So
mean?
That's all I'm saying.
Because if you know how many times I done took out the worst parts and stitch them bitches together,
I know.
and the shit look crazy.
Because when we was
and then when you actually watch it, you're like, he wasn't even going that crazy.
You did that with.
That's the internet.
Yo, but Leticia, don't let this nigga fool you. The nigga clipped like an hour and a half of our interview. I was flaming that nigga for about an hour and a half over my wave when he came down to Baltimore.
Nigga, you know the fucking camera went out. Don't do that shit, nigga.
Did the camera go out?
Nah.
Reality versus perception, did it? Because if I say that the camera didn't go out, the people will believe it.
Bro, there was a whole
Would you be mad if they
that
believe?
We didn't have.
All right, so you saying, finish what you're saying. And I'm going to say some foul shit, and then you're going to be like, oh my God, which one's going to wait? Oh shit.
What I'm saying is, when I was out there in Maryland, my nigga, there was a whole segment that we didn't even get to finish. Because whatever the camera situation that went on, I don't know. I don't remember. I was a one-man show.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. I want to have my brother Kobe come up here and talk about the kids because I'm about to go. Yo, Kobe, where you at?
This nigga, man.
Kobe's gone.
Yeah, come on, big bro. I want you to come over here and talk to these people about these kids real quick. I gotta use the restroom. I want to send the right message out. I'm not gonna fight with niggas all night. I need him to talk about the kids. I want to talk about what we doing in this community. I want to talk about the group that we actually have. I want to talk about how we transform what this shit was and what it is now moving forward. Come here and talk to these people.
Coach Kobe, man, what's up? Kobe, where you at?
Excuse my appearance. I ain't know bro was gonna do all this.
You know, Kado's an unpredictable ass nigga, bro.
Nah, for sure.
So, you know what I mean? What's
But he
up,
gonna
my
say the
nigga?
truth though, so it's
How
cool.
you doing, man?
I'm alright, man. How you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Finally, you know what I mean? I'm glad to actually meet you in person type shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
likewise, bro.
So what's up, man? What we got going on for the kids, man?
Nah, there's a lot going on, right? First and foremost, shout out Building Brothers. Shout out the honorables too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be an honorable man before you anything in this world, man.
Word.
You're a man first. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get the conception of you gotta be a real nigga first, but you can't be a real nigga without being a real man.
Real shit.
There's a lot of things that go into being a real man that don't go into being a real nigga. A real nigga is just street terminology, and it get equivalated to a lot of street shit that a lot of people don't even follow for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be real niggas in the streets and don't fuck with their seeds, and a lot of real niggas be making it fit their own life and their own ways of living, but it don't really be that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta be an honorable person. You gotta be able to look yourself in the mirror and be comfortable with every decision you make. So, you know, that's what we preach with the honorables and Building Brothers. You know, we try and reshape the way you're thinking, right? But also be a student and be a teacher at the same time. Because right now we in a time where the YNs, as they call them, are controlling the temperature, right?
YNs is wild.
You know what I'm saying? So I hold a young men's group every Thursday, and
Okay.
Where do you hold it at?
all over. So right now my locations have been mostly in Dorchester and Roxbury. But you know what I'm saying, I'm all over, and you could definitely always find me in Walker's Playground, Norfolk Park. For y'all that don't know what's Walker's Playground, you know, I gotta be politically correct sometimes.
Yeah. The city's changing.
Nah, for sure, but you know, when it comes to what I'm doing with the young boys, I'd like to learn their world too, because there's a big disconnect. You know what I'm saying? So it's a disconnect on my generation, the generation before me, and then that 25 to 21, and then 21 and under. So I'll just be trying to understand their world and why they do the things they do, and they've been real helpful to me lately.
Dope.
So what age do you start the group at?
The youngest person in my group's 10 years old, and he's a wild 10 years old. Shout out my man F Boss. He's a wild 10 years old.
F Boss?
Yeah. He's a wild one, but you know what I'm saying? He a good kid. He just misguided for real. But that's most of the problem in the city though too though. A lot of misguidance, a lot of misled young people. And you know, we just here to bring it back, try and restructure this shit, and show everybody how to be a man before being a real nigga. Or you could be both if you know how to carry it correctly.
Real shit.
So what do you just talk to them during the group? Like, what do you do? Offer anything to them?
Yeah, I do talk to them a lot, but you know, we play chess. A lot of them are learning chess. We have actually BPD. Shout out to Officer Steph. He helps us with the chess. And even that for me is a different experience because I don't come from a background where I'm too fond of
police.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a room with a lot of police lately.
You're like, what the fuck? Who am I?
Yeah.
What is going on?
You know what I'm saying? I be in the room with the mayor, the governor. It be kind of mind blowing sometimes.
Yeah.
But also I like to show young men and women too, because a lot of young women been coming to me lately too for advice. And it helped me as a father too, because I have daughters and sons. So my patience with them is way better than
Before
the first couple of years of their life. You know what I'm saying?
How old are your kids?
My oldest is 13 and my youngest is 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This nigga busting nuts all
This is
day.
right.
Yeah.
He was like, shoot the club up.
I'm
Shoot
busting
the
nuts for
club.
decades, nigga. Let's go.
So,
Hold no hostage.
are you looking for funding from the city for this group? Like, what are you trying to, like, what is your
Fun is
intention?
appreciated, but shout out to my team in here because everything I got done, it came from us in here. I was fortunate enough to get funding last summer from the city with hopes of having funding from the city this summer. But shout out to Mayor Wu's community safety team because they've been a big help to everything I'm doing right now. Isaac Yarblow and everything he got going on with his team, they definitely been a tremendous help to me.
So, like, okay, so again, you talk to them, you play chess with them. Is there anything else you're looking to do with them? Like maybe take them on trips?
So one thing I definitely do want to do, shout out to you for reminding me of that, because we was in Martha's Vineyard a lot last summer.
Okay.
And we got lost a lot too.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we was on bikes in Martha's Vineyard just riding around freelancing, but I definitely want to show them different experiences because for me to get out the streets and change my perspective, I had to start traveling and seeing different things and seeing I wasn't nowhere in this world where I thought I would be, or like going to other states and seeing young dudes my age popping they shit and I ain't got shit on them for real. So it made me reevaluate the shit that I valued and the shit I looked up to.
I like that. That's real shit, man. So what do you think is like the main message you want to tell young niggas coming up in the inner city right now, man?
Be yourself, man. Be comfortable in your skin. Don't be a follower. Be able to look yourself in the mirror. Stand on real morals. Don't realign your moral compass to fit somebody else's world. And be great, man. There's a lot of talented young people in this city, man. Like, I've been able to see young people paint. Like, I got paintings in my office from young people all over the city. And I'm like, damn. But they scared to do art because they said they get clowned when they do art.
Wow.
Like, it's a lot that these young people are scared of that they really talented at.
That's crazy.
Listen, you got to make sure you tell them the streets don't love them. Like,
Nah, the streets is a myth. The shit is fake. It is make believe. It is real life. That motherfucking Grand Theft Auto map that they playing in. That's really what the streets is. This shit is not real. It do not love you, and it's gonna be a lot of cold nights before the sun come.
It's okay to do shit that the normal person does. It's okay to paint.
It's okay to paint. It's okay to go to school.
Whatever.
It's okay to do karate, boxing, etc. It's okay not to be a street nigga. What camera we on? It's okay not to be a street nigga or indulge in any street activity. It is okay. That does not make you pussy. That actually makes you smart. Cause the girls is gonna leave you once you go in there, fellas.
Listen, they gonna go to the next nigga. What was the saying?
Well,
it's okay to be a square. That was my age saying it's okay to be a square.
It is.
What I will tell you, young niggas, right now, I know I made a Weakest of the Week one time, and I said, niggas is capping in they raps. There was a lot of you little niggas that was running around making fake records. Talking about all these eps and bodies, and I still don't know what a fucking
smoking
ep is,
on,
my nigga. Smoking on whoever, right?
Yeah, and that's not Boston shit either, by the way.
Yeah,
we're gonna say that too.
Didn't that come from Gucci? That came from Gucci. That came from the South.
It came from somewhere, but
Smoking on cookies.
Get back to being Boston niggas. That's for everybody. That ain't just for young niggas.
But what I will say is this. That wasn't a call to action to get you niggas to do some shit. Because 2025 has been wild. Like, what the fuck is going on in the city right now? Y'all niggas on bullshit. I've been looking at the numbers And like I heard like we like damn near touch the same homicide numbers we got from all of last year. And it's not even June yet. That's a problem for me. You know what I mean? Because as much as we want to hear, like when we talk about music is very mythical. If we being real, nigga. Like music is mythical as fuck. If we're going to talk about all the favorite rappers we ever had growing up and all this shit, the shit was lyricism. And you niggas is actually going out and executing these things that we don't want you to actually execute.
And you want to tell on yourself in the music.
And then telling yourself.
And they can't stomach the consequences either.
And that's another problem.
Be the first one's crying.
It's like, bro, it's okay to be a good kid. That's fine. Nobody's gonna like look at you weird because you're a good person.
It's actually smarter to be a good person.
Right. You know what I mean? So
It save you a lot of money too, and that's something I touched on in young men's group today. I told them it costs too much money to be a street nigga, and a lot of them can't even afford their day to day right now. They getting taken care of by their parents, so it don't make sense to even be in that mode.
Lawyer fees, canteen fees, all that shit.
Look. I done made a lot of money over the years, and I done spent a lot of money on lawyers. That's not fun. Nobody wants to spend X amount of dollars on lawyers, my nigga. Like it's not something that you ever want to go through. So shape up, do better, be better. We here. We got people that's in your corner that want to see you do good and move forward.
Yeah, man, my whole team's here, man. You know, you can find us on Building Brothers Building Brothers 617 on the gram.
Let's go.
Somebody on the team gonna answer. Sometimes I take a little long on my personal gram, so I ain't even gonna shout that out. But you can find me everywhere, man. Coach K, man, I'm outside. For real.
Appreciate
and I'm ready to get in the mud with y'all too for the right cause. Don't call me for no nonsense, young man.
Nah, real
Appreciate
shit.
you.
Shout out to you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Man.
How long we in?
We about to bring this in for a minute.
Okay.
Kado.
I didn't take a shit. I took a piss.
It's all right. You ain't got to explain yourself, my nigga. Even if
as long as you wash your hands, that's all that matters.
Yeah, even if you did, nigga. Fuck it. God got the rest.
Nigga said God got the bacteria.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, but bro, Kado, anything you want to close off with, man?
I want to close off with these. I want to do this live performance of some records. I want to showcase y'all some of the people I've been working with, some of the people that kept me in shape, kept me smart, kept me going. You included, Leticia included.
Oh, nigga.
I appreciate y'all for having me, man. This shit
Appreciate
means a lot to me. Every time I come over here, like, this is my favorite podcast I ever come on because we have a different type of relationship, and
I'm glad that we were able to collab.
Word.
I'm so happy. Like it's and it's Haitian heritage month.
Right,
So shout out to all
that,
the
you know that. Come on, man. What's up with my flag?
Let me get the
Come on,
button.
man.
Can I
Wave.
press? Where's the button? Which one is it? Remember the last time I had to find it? Yeah, let me get that. There you go.
So my
man.
question
I'm
to
gonna fuck
you,
my flag up.
one question, right? You listen. So you say you're almost done wrapping up your psychology degree. What do you plan on doing with it? Do you just want it just to have it, or do you actually plan on doing something with it?
My job is to have kids get referred to me and don't know who they getting. Because my government name is Ricardo Leticia, so like off that alone, you're not thinking like you're gonna see a nigga with tattoos on his face, with a fucking criminal record. Shit, I might still be on the bracelet when I'm done with my degree. The way these niggas acting, but I just wanna let them know like it's okay, because being a gangster, gangsters are some of the most insecure people out here. Because everything we do is outwardly, you know what I'm saying? And what I learned about being a gangster is that I was a gangster first, then I became a man. Do you get what I'm saying? One of them is a choice, the other one isn't. You get what I'm saying? So I just want them to understand that as a whole. Like, I want people to understand, like with this tape right here, if you notice, the logo's on it changed. I got my No Attempts logo, which is, my label. Shooters, which is, family, which is my other who I'm signed to as well. But if you look, there's Leaf by Ramsey on there, which is my tobacco company out of Nicaragua. So shout out to Stephen Ray, shout out to Noah, shout out to Fortino, a financial advisor. And tobacco is almost $1 billion industry. So
one of the biggest industries in the world.
Yeah, and we shipping out to everybody. Like, we do Snoop Dogg's leaf, we do like a bunch of other niggas' leaves and shit. And then like on top of that, like when I got on to the company, I was a brand ambassador at first, and then I came up with an idea for God Got the Grabber. And once I came up with the idea, now I own part of the company. I'll be selling tobacco till my son dies. You get what I'm saying? But I also was able to bring my assistant in, and she was able to make the logos. Same thing with my brother Manny the God, who's one of like the top like viral sensations as far as comedy goes on the internet. He from Baltimore too. My assistant Chaos also made his logo. Then we go ahead and go down the line, and we see that leaf with the circle. That's Organic Music Distro. Organic Music Distro is a free distribution company for all artists. So you could upload your shit on there for free and still get your money. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's all of those things that I be talking about, and how I live my life and what I really want to create and the path that I want. I don't necessarily need anybody to fully follow me or be like, oh, he got the game plan, because we never do, because we're not God, But I just want people to know, like, there's other options out there and they're available. Right. Do you get what I'm saying? So like that's really how I come down. Like, even with this CWTFB shit, like, this is my family right here. Like, I'm saying, like, one thing you'll never not see me is not be on this couch.
Real nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you on my couch or I'm on yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Leticia when it comes to like a Haitian woman in this hip hop field with all these motherfuckers, and she's standing her ground. The respect level is high for her. You get what I'm saying? And for her to even be able to say that she's not vulnerable, but be vulnerable in front of all of y'all, it shows that we doing more than just talking.
Right.
And that's the difference. I don't come on this couch to talk. I come on this couch to teach. I come on this couch to enlighten, to bring something else to the fold. Same thing with the food that we got today. Shout out to Superstar Cuisine. They just opened up on 1158 River Street in Hyde Park. You get what I'm saying? And how I got with them is that my brother Soda died. Rest in peace, King Soda.
Rest in peace, Soda.
His girl, this is her mom's restaurant. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, this means more to me than anything. Anything that I touch, anything that I got involvement with, it means more to me than anything else than me just talking. Same thing with the shooter shit. I rep shooters not just because of one person, but because of different influences. Free Punchy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when it comes down to what you say and how you carry yourself, how many people is actually carrying themselves that way and not doing it in a negative way so that they can garner attention? I did that already. Ricky Grahams was a real person. Ricky Grahams was a demon. I still talk to that nigga. Like, I have full conversations by myself with this nigga, and my wife be like, who the fuck you talking to? I'm like, Grahams. Because I'm still not over the chaos that he created. So for me, it's like, it's a real space in real life for me to do exactly what I'm doing and to be able to look at people in their eyes when I talk to them and say exactly what's supposed to be said. And I don't really care if you like me, if you don't. You could fucking shit on me. Whatever you want to do, that's your business. At the end of the day, I want it to be seen as that I'm a nigga that when they talk about making it, I made it. I got rich without this, without having to tap dance, without having to do none of that gay shit, without having to do no weird shit, without having to be around and be Sue Moon like everybody else is. I don't need pictures with niggas. I don't like that shit. I'm not doing that. You're not gonna capture my image, and I might have been in the worst space in my life, and I'm always have to see that. I don't take pictures with everybody. I don't take pictures at every time and every moment in my life. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Because we got to remember that we haven't always been this version of what they see on camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This week come, nigga, our hair grow back. We got to get a haircut. So what happens before we get that haircut? We don't look the same.
Right.
We have to be mindful of that and how human we actually are, and really spread that message for everybody to see, like, damn, like my life might not be as fucked up as I think, because they done fucked us up with the social media done burnt niggas to the ground. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like, I just want to be in a space of where God is happy with me.
I like that.
Cocaine gospel is my genre. God got the mixtape. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to everybody who love me. Shout out to the people that don't. Hopefully after this you will.
Real nigga. But you know what the fuck is going on, man. I mean, we had 100 round Kado in here, man. God got the mixtape June 1st. God got the rest on the way. I'm Charlie Machine. I had lovely Leticia here. Leticia J.
That's why they clap for her and not you, nigga.
Yeah, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah.
We
It
in the
was a
sound
pleasure.
lab. We in the sound lab. The media, like, yeah, you moved the fucking records.
I didn't move
did
anything.
That. You did that.
You know who moved the record?
Fuck out of here.
You
God
did when you
damn.
lost.
Yeah,
I need a shot for that
we
one.
in the media lab, man. I'm Charlie Machine. 100 round Kado in here. Leticia J, we out of here. We love y'all. Come on.